And now, MMOHuts.com and OnRPG.com proudly bring to you literally the worst podcast ever, featuring Bottom Tier. Hey everybody, my name is Colton.
And I'm Jason.
And welcome to literally the worst podcast ever.
I love that name.
So just to introduce ourselves for a moment, for those of you who are not familiar, we are Bottom Tier. I am our video editor. I'm also one of the main video editors for MMOHuts.com, as well as a sometimes guest editorial contributor for OnRPG.com. And now to introduce the Scott Steiner, and now to introduce the Scott Steiner to my mathematics. Here is
I'm
Jason Parker.
I am a junior editor with MMOHuts and OnRPG. I am also the head console peasant and a part of the core writing team. With Bottom Tier, I am co-producer. I pick a lot of the stuff we play, and I do a lot of the shilling of our product across the internet with cosplayers, with developers, etc. And I hang out on our stream a lot because I have no social life.
Yes, that's both of those statements are true. Now we've got a lot. Now this is going to be a fun podcast. I'm
really excited to finally be doing it.
We are going to just talk about whatever the hell we want.
And you will be listening to it.
Yes,
poor people.
We are going to talk about a bunch of different things. We are huge wrestling fans, so wrestling will be a recurring theme on the podcast. We're also going to talk about things in the gaming industry and just general fuckery, whatever we feel like. I got to tell you,
especially post pay-per-view time.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I experienced the absolute worst feeling in the world yesterday, and I discovered what
is this a poop joke?
No, it's not. Why would you think that? The worst feeling in the world I discovered yesterday.
What's that?
Is having to talk to a customer at work while having to have an emergency poop. Like you're on your way to the bathroom, and it's like it's gonna be bad. You already know. I already knew in my mind.
You could feel and hear your bowels churning.
My back hurt.
Happening.
My back hurt. That's how bad it was.
And we are off to an amazing start here
from
on
carrying
the weight
podcast
ever.
It was like a baby. Carrying the weight of this thing fucking hurt. And then I get 10 steps from the hallway.
So it was like AJ Styles carrying John Cena through that match.
Yeah, basically. I was 10 steps from the hallway when I hear, "Excuse me, sir." Oh, fuck me. And I can't tell them I have to shit. It's like I can't. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Hey,
I can't.
Whoa, 1 second.
It's like, listen.
Let me drop this deuce, and then I will help you with literally anything you need.
This goes down one of two ways. I shit in the toilet or I shit in your mouth. Dealer's choice.
And I don't have toilet paper, so you're about to get a face full of taint.
Yeah, no, okay, so I did want to talk about...
Now that we've got our poop jokes out of the way.
Well, it wasn't even a joke that really happened. That
doesn't make it less of a joke.
So the big thing I want to talk about first is... So Money in the Bank happened this past weekend.
Am I the only one who thinks, this week of wrestling was super boring? There were highlights that were really funny and really great. But Raw was the most boring fucking thing. SmackDown was more entertaining.
Well, let's start at the beginning. So
let's start with Money in the Bank.
So Money in the Bank happened. There are a million reviews of Money in the Bank. I don't feel like we really have to talk about how it was.
I hear those guys at What Culture talked a bit about it.
They did. So Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns clean.
That surprised me until I heard that, Roman Reigns was popped on the wellness policy.
Yeah, but if he's only out for 30 days and he's still going to be in the main event of Battleground, the Shield triple threat, why bother taking the title off of him? I think that was the plan before he got popped for the wellness policy.
I don't know. I feel like... I wonder if they're going to use that wellness policy thing in an angle, I did a bad thing, now I'm gonna rise above pot.
No, I don't think it was pot, dude. I think it was steroids.
Steroids?
Yeah, well, you know how much like pressure Vince puts on people, like to
because
be
he
big
likes
as fuck.
he likes them big.
Yeah. So that happened, and then Dean Ambrose cashed in Money in the Bank.
That was the best.
And
like I'm not a big Dean Ambrose fan, but I loved that.
I
moment.
am. I'm a massive Dean
I like
Ambrose
Seth
fan.
Rollins more. I'm sorry.
Well, Seth Rollins got his titty slapped off by the titty master.
He did.
And
he mastered them right in the center of the ring.
He did, yeah. He whipped him right into shape with that briefcase. And then
no, he whipped his face into shape with the briefcase.
And so now Dean Ambrose is the world heavyweight champion. And in the span of minutes, like every member of the Shield held the title. It was really interesting. Then Monday came, and I gotta tell you, I watched the Hulu version of Raw.
I watched it live.
I watched the Hulu version because that's generally without cable and without like the desire to stream if nothing important is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just don't bother. I watch the Hulu version because I can get it in an hour and a half and be done with it and get it out of the way.
No commercials. It's really quite a beautiful
thing.
thing.
In fact, if you want to try a 7-day trial of Hulu, you can actually hit up www.hulu.com/bottom tier and you'll find absolutely nothing because they haven't given us a sponsorship yet. But just something to chew on, just chew the fat on that a little bit.
Just saying, Hulu, we are available for sponsorships.
Anyway, so with that in mind, that happened. Raw was pretty uneventful. I will say that Dean Ambrose constantly interrupting everything was pretty fantastic.
That was he's a funny Stone Cold.
Yeah, I wish I were a fish that he I liked that he. I don't know. He just interrupted people. It was like, nope, we're doing my talk show now.
That was like their. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose back and forth during that was really, really funny. And that's why I want a Dean-Seth feud more than I want a Dean-Roman feud because Roman's still really boring.
Because Roman has all the personality of a stale pizza.
And it's not even a good pizza. It's like
Little Caesars pizza.
It's like Little Caesars pizza with anchovies and
buttholes.
Right, anchovies and buttholes. Only on bottom tier, folks.
So wrestling in the week in a nutshell has been pretty uninteresting. SmackDown was the highlight of the week, which is something I hope
that was fun.
With the brand split, I hope that's something that's a trend that continues. Because now they're bringing back the whole Raw and SmackDown are separate, which leads to interesting questions for tag teams.
Speaking of the brand split, before we go into tag teams, what do you think they've been bringing back a lot of general managers? Like they had Johnny Ace out there.
Gross.
They had People Power and holla. You about to go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker, player?
They can both go the back hell where they were.
Do you think they're going to use general managers again, or is it just going to be a Shane and...
Well, if they use Shane and Steph, that would still be general managers.
Outside general managers. Like, if they're going to bring someone back.
No, I think they'll use Shane, and I think they'll use
just make them feud.
And
because they're supposed to be in competition with each other.
Well, it'll be Shane on one, it'll be Steph on another, and then now that NXT's not developmental anymore, Triple H will be in charge of that, and Triple H will be the babyface GM, and...
Which is something he's so good at.
He'll be the only one to give people actual wrestling. And
what does that mean for Regal? Because he's the GM of NXT.
I don't know. Maybe they'll keep Regal as the GM, but Triple H will be like...
He will still be in charge of it.
Maybe Trips will go back to where Stephanie's at. Like, maybe he and Stephanie will go back to being a thing, and then...
Lurk behind the curtains like an evil bridge troll.
Yeah, well... I mean, if the nose fits... All right, so with that's wrestling. That's this week in wrestling. It's
not been an eventful one, but we're leading up to SummerSlam.
Yeah, we're headed to Battleground first.
But I mean, as the next big thing to happen.
Now, I'm sure you've seen the ad for Battleground, haven't you?
I actually have not. I haven't seen it yet.
It features all of the WWE superstars with flags. Like they're all holding flags that are like designed to be like that character's flag, like John Cena's. I know you want to hang in your bedroom.
You know it
because it's got like a giant like "you can't see me" on it. Roman Reigns' flag is a picture.
Gave me the vapors.
Roman Reigns' flag is a picture of War and Peace because it's something that's every bit as interesting as he is. Seth
Rollins is a Jenga stack because he is the architect.
Yes. Dean Ambrose is just the words
a puzzle that's been knocked to pieces.
It's missing pieces.
Because no,
it's the old Donald Duck or Daffy Duck thing, the flag with like the baseball with the screw in it.
Oh yeah.
The screwball.
Because her lunatic fringe.
Yeah, because he's the Looney Tunes fudge.
Fantastic.
Battleground is going to be interesting. Really excited for the Shield triple threat. Really excited for the tag team goings on.
I just hope that I don't hate Roman Reigns. I just don't think he's interesting, and I don't want him to immediately pick the belt back up. I want Dean to have it for a little while, and then I want it like SummerSlam or something for Seth to maybe overtake him, or for those two to have this amazing match. Maybe Roman Reigns turns heel and interrupts it, because if he can't be champ, Seth can't be champ.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I suspect the screwy finish for the Shield triple threat because
I do too.
I think they're going to give us the real Shield triple threat with the definitive winner at Mania. It only makes sense. Or SummerSlam at least.
It's a match they can do a bunch of times and people will not get tired of it.
It's not something that I feel like in truth, like it's not something we're going to see in its true form.
In our truth.
Yeah, I've got to fucking watch Ring of Honor this week. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know what's going on.
I haven't either, so that's a thing I need to.
I still have to watch the Cruiserweight tournament, man. I haven't watched it yet.
It hasn't started yet. They just started filming it, I think.
Oh, I thought it started yet.
The only thing I've seen so far is the introduction for all the wrestlers.
Well, we'll have to. I can't wait for that.
It starts in July, and yes, we will be watching that shit. I am so excited.
We will no doubt be talking about it.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's this week in wrestling, barring ROH, which I haven't watched yet.
Like IWGP, which is hard as fuck for me to watch.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, E3 was recent as well.
Sony wins, lol.
What do you think about E3?
Well, if you want my complete thoughts on E3, you can go to onrpg.com/author/Ragachak, where I think my editorials are still up on it. Ain't nobody gonna
remember all that shit. There's a link in the description.
Yeah, you could flash it on the screen or something. I believe in you. Future Colton, edit that in.
Okay, future Colton, handle that. Yeah.
The only thing that Nintendo dropped that I'm even kind of interested in is Zelda. And not even because it's a Zelda title, because it's an open world Zelda title where if you really want, you can just run to the end of the game and beat the game. But the big winner for me... But
you're going to get your dick slapped off, by the way, if you do that.
Oh, yeah, it's really dumb to do, but I'm sure speedrunners are going to do it. But meh. I think there shouldn't be a winner at E3. Everyone should just respect everyone else and do their thing, but Sony won.
Okay, so Sony, what were your things that you're excited about? Like, what were your ups?
The things I was excited for... Mostly a lot of the cool RPG stuff that was shown, like Final Fantasy 15. I'm disappointed there wasn't more. I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts fan, but I'm disappointed more if that was not shown. Because I know almost everyone I know is a fan, and they are, like you, chomping at the bit.
Yes.
To have it and to see it.
Like how you were chomping at the bit to put that sentence together.
Yeah, I mean... My brain just sort of went...
You just got stroked out. Any, like, real major disappointments other than that? Like, anything... Because I was excited about Final Fantasy 15, of course. I thought a lot of big things about Crash Bandicoot, of course, is
I knew you'd be really
number
hyped for
one
that.
takeaway. Like, yay, we're getting Crash remade. Like, which is beautiful.
And it will look pretty.
And it will be on a system I don't own yet. So,
but will own.
Yeah, but will own eventually. Days Gone, I hate, like, I don't like apocalyptic games. Like, that
Speaking
type of
of
setting.
people who can't fucking talk.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of like post-apocalyptic settings, but like Days Gone looked really good. Horizon Zero Dawn.
The story for Days Gone looks good. Like
well, it's really
not.
interesting.
It's not just her zombies.
Well, yeah, and like fucking Horizon Zero Dawn made my PP hard.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot that's going on there. Like there's a lot of meat on this. Down points I think were that Microsoft only had a handful of games, one of which I didn't really care about, which was
that wasn't even the big down for me for Microsoft.
What was it?
My down was Microsoft and Ubisoft, except for they had what's her name? She voices Lana Kane on Archer. I think she's funny as a comedian.
Yeah.
But they did the games they dropped, like their indie stuff, like that game with the happy pills.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so hype. But they announced the Xbox Mini, or whatever it's called. What is the Xbox Small or S or whatever the fuck it is?
The Xbox One S, yeah.
Yeah. And then, and now we're also, next year, there's going to be another new one for people who have a lot more money than we do, who have 4K TVs.
And VR and all that shit.
Yeah, and VR and all that shit.
I think the main point of Scorpio is the VR. Because the Xbox One S is 4K. Like, that ain't no shit. But I think...
I thought the Scorpio was going to be 4K.
No, the Xbox One S will be 4K as well.
They announced 2 more Xbox Ones. That was their big thing. Like, the big hardware that Sony dropped was the VR, which I'm not amped for because I don't really do...
But then they showed a bunch of games for it. That was the thing I really liked about...
really good, though. Man.
The thing I really enjoyed about Sony's conference was it was all games. Like, it was just games from start to end.
They said, basically, look, we know our audience are gamers. I hate that word. They like video games.
Yeah.
I do. I hate that word. It's a pejorative for me.
Yeah, but they were like, hey, we heard you guys like video games, so we brought a bunch of video games.
So that's all we're going to show you are really hype-ass video games.
Yeah, and it was nice. Now, oh man, I fucking... E3 just overall really got the hype train rolling for me. We saw Cuphead, but it didn't get a release date.
Oh my god, I need Cuphead so bad.
We're going to be playing Cuphead on our channel. There's a link in the description. If you're watching this, it's on our fucking channel. What am I talking about? Just click the little YouTube button. If you're watching this on MMO Huts, click the little YouTube button. It'll take you back to our channel. You can watch our Let's Plays, our reviews, our fun stuff that we do.
We promise we're funny.
There's also a link to our Twitch channel where we live stream. I'm going to be playing Tembo, the Badass Elephant, upcoming this week. Jason,
buddy.
We're going to be doing some more Overwatch and some more Smite. We got a lot of cool things coming.
My current solo project is, unless Colton jumps on and hangs out and voice chat with me, is we just finished Final Fantasy X.
Yes, we did.
And we were talking in the stream about what I should play next, and it was down to Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy VI Randomizer.
Well, it was down between Final Fantasy VIII and Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2016, but Jason didn't want to play that. Yeah, Jason didn't want to play that.
What were you in the chat last night? Did you hear him suggest that?
He suggested it to me on Facebook.
Oh god. And so we decided I would play Final Fantasy VI Randomizer, and oh boy, is it a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jason's solo streams are really a sight to behold because you don't have me running my fucking mouth the whole time.
But that's part of our dynamic. I like that. But Colton is super, super busy all the time getting ready to move. And yes. I just want to make sure our presence is still on the internet. When he moves, I'll still be doing solo streams. Well, single-player games. But Colton will have more time to be on them with me. And it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, it will. I'm very excited about it. All right, man. So we're the Steam Summer Sale is in full swing.
I'm sort of torn about it.
Have you bought anything yet?
Our paycheck hasn't dropped, so no.
I got Tembo because it was $3, and I was about to pay full price for it on fucking Xbox Live.
But why the fuck would you do that?
I'm
when you get it for
so
$3?
Glad I didn't, because I didn't even know it got a PC release. I was looking up to see if there was a demo on Chrome, or I was on the internet. I was on my Chrome, and I Googled it, and I was on the Wikipedia article to see if there was a demo released for it. and I saw released platforms, Xbox One, Windows.
And you saw the shining light beam down from the heavens and said, there is another way.
It said Windows. And I'm like, well, shit, is it on the Live Store or is it on Steam? And I went on Steam, and it was like, or then I backed out of the Wikipedia page, and the first Google result was save 75% on Tembo the Badass Elephant, steampowered.com.
Didn't even think twice.
And I'm like, $3? Yup. And then I clicked it.
One of the things I'm kind of glad / not glad about is they did away with the flash sales, which is good for me because we won't be paid until probably early this coming week. So if there were flash sales all weekend and I missed them, and it's something I wanted, I would be really upset about that. So I kind of like the way they did it, but the sales aren't, for the most part, are kind of.
I don't know, man. There was some good shit. Like Tembo's $15. I got it for $3. I got
good
Terraria
things,
for $4.99.
I don't give two shits about Terraria.
Sarah wants me to play it with her, and I like Starbound, and it's pretty much Starbound but minus the space. So.
Oh yeah, I know you guys play that together. It just, for me, building games without a story do not do it for me. But there is one thing I'm pretty hyped about in the Steam Summer Sale, and that's finally getting my copy of Stardew Valley.
Yes. I've
been waiting to play it, and every time
it's on sale right now. No, it's not. It was on sale a few days ago.
The sale is going to go on until July 4th.
No, but Stardew Valley is not currently discounted.
Really? Well,
no, fuck. It is. It's $11.99. It's just
about to say the sales are supposed to stay the same until July 4th.
Oh, they're not changing every day?
No, they did away with like the daily / flash sale.
Okay, well, I guess I'm kind of glad for that then.
So everyone has an equal chance to get the stuff they want.
Okay, because I was going to say, let's take a look at the shit that's on sale today, but like it didn't change, so.
But yeah, I mean, I really, really want Stardew Valley, and some of the Final Fantasy games that are not in my collection yet, I might pick up.
I thought about getting Final Fantasy 13, but I've heard...
I'm going to be honest with you as someone who has played it.
Don't. Got it, thanks.
No, that's actually not what I was going to say. A lot of people say, Final Fantasy 13 sucks, it's linear. Almost every good Final Fantasy game on the market has been linear. What the fuck is your fucking problem?
Yeah, Final Fantasy X is one of the best ones, and it's like Hallways the video game.
13 is... It's got the parts of the story that are deep are really, 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 really good. Like, there is some shit that will make you feel things.
All right, Jason, I just bought you a gift as an aside on Steam.
If it's Showering with Your Dad Simulator, when I drive into town today...
No, it's Sakura Swim Club.
Oh, God. Luckily, I think that one's banned on Twitch.
Is it?
Sakura Dungeon is the one Darren wanted me to play, and it is not banned on Twitch.
That's gross. It should be. I bought you a copy of Ruby, a game we already own that's poop.
I think I hate you.
All right.
We did a review of that.
Oh, man, Mighty Number 9. I saw it and I'm reminded of how... Like, I just saw it on the window and I'm reminded of how sad I am about that game.
Well, before we move on, let me give you a couple more things about 13, because I think you would actually enjoy the combat system. Because you switch your party on the fly with what you need, like different like party setups. It's very actiony, which is good for you. Oi. Story's a little convoluted, but very good. It's a very pretty game.
Well, you think 7's convoluted, don't you?
No, I think 7 had a dumb story.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Save the planet! Yay!
Kill that guy! Yay!
Yay!
Murder!
Oh, wait, no, now it's not pollution, now it's the world's going to end because of an asshole with mommy issues.
Guns, murder, and drugs, and kidnappings. Yay!
Yay! If they would have made the final boss Hojo, I would have had no complaints.
Yeah, well...
Stick to your story, don't change it halfway through.
Well, I don't think they changed it. I think
they did. They went from fighting against Shinra to just fighting Sephiroth and Genova.
Well... It like the story evolved. Shinra became not the problem anymore. Like it's
but
like
Shinra was still a big problem.
Imagine that you were in a fight with a dude, like you were having a duel, right? Imagine that you go outside and you're gonna have a duel with this guy
in New Jersey.
Yeah, everything's legal in New Jersey. Yeah. Imagine you're going to have a duel with this guy, and you guys are about to draw on each other. And then, like, 6 dudes with AK-47s show up and start lighting the place up. Guess who's not your fucking problem anymore?
No, now I have 2 problems.
Now you have 2 problems, and one of them's a whole lot bigger and hits a whole lot harder. So that's kind of what happened. Like, they're in the middle of dealing with Shinra, and then 6 people in a truck with AK-47 show up, and now that's their problem. It's cool. We'd love to help save the planet from this corrupt energy company that's destroying it with their pollution, and they're robbing the planet of its life energy. But there's not going to be a planet to save if the crazy fucko with the side part like destroys it with a meteor. So I kind of gotta get our priorities in order a little bit.
I wanted more of Hojo because he seemed like such a credible threat and such a Looney Tune with dangerous levels of power.
And the guy who with the sword as long as my dick who could destroy you with a thought, like he didn't seem like a threat. Yeah. Like he's not a problem.
Did you fight the last encounter? No, he wasn't.
He was a problem. Are you kidding? Yeah, well, it was the ending. Like the Safer Sephiroth was not like. Safer Sephiroth was not the real final encounter. Like that was Ruby and Emerald. That was Ruby and Emerald weapon.
That's the thing about Final Fantasy games. The final boss is never the final encounter, unless it's Final Fantasy VI, and wherein the final fight is in 4 is the honest to God final fight. Throw down your gloves. Let's do this.
Oh man, we just spent a lot of time talking about Final Fantasy VII. More time than I thought you ever capable of devoting to it.
I know everything just about the earlier games, and I legitimately like 7. I like things about 7. People just assume I hate it because I hate everything fun.
Well, you do. That's kind of your gimmick. Like,
and you're not wrong.
That's your shtick.
Like, I am the king of no fun, but there are things I genuinely love about Final Fantasy VII.
If anything is popular, Jason pours a tube of salt over it before even looking in its direction. You know the old saying.
And if it can survive the salt, then I will look at it.
Sometimes you have to look past the grains, Jason. Dude, Mighty Number 9's still on my screen, and I'm still fucking butthurt over it.
Man, I wanted so bad. I tried so hard not to hate that game. I did. When we first saw promos of it, I was hyped because I love Keiji Inafune. I don't think it's his fault the game turned out to be a giant pile of dog turds.
Yeah,
when they sold out to Deep Silver bent it over and gave it the business.
Yeah, and they did, and then they ruined the art. The gameplay, the music's terrible. The fucking gameplay is not interesting. The levels are really boring and soulless.
The voice acting was horrendous.
It was just the game is a shit fest. And
we should redub parts of Mighty Number 9 for
I don't think we should
laughs.
do that. I don't think we should do that.
I think we should. I think it'd be funny. I think
it'd be terribly offensive.
So? What does that ever stop
because I would not have anything good to say.
No, I mean, just legitimately dubbing over the audio.
You don't think someone would do that, do you? Raise $4 million for a game and then shit on it?
I wish people would raise $4 million for us.
You don't think someone would do that,
We could make a better product.
Just go on the internet and tell lies. It was so bad. I was so heartbroken when I played it. I was like, this is not what I paid money for. Like
this is not what I was anticipating, but at least Bloodstained still looks very hype.
Bloodstained's going to be amazing because I know that is the creation of the man who created Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, and buddy. I'm a big Castlevania fan.
He would die before letting anyone touch his baby. And
he all the stuff that I've seen for that is still very, very good.
Yeah, well, let's hope he doesn't sell it to Deep Silver, Deep Six, or whatever the fuck their name is.
Like Deep Silver's done good stuff, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
For the audience at home, name one good thing they've done.
Fuck. Give me a second and I can tell you.
Okay, so nothing. Got it.
Oh no, they did Homefront.
Homefront was shitty too.
No, it wasn't.
Homefront was awful. It was just basically the movie Red Dawn, except bad.
No, they actually did something I enjoyed, but I'm trying. I'm actually looking it up because I can't remember. Agents of Mayhem is going to be good. Wow, they did King of Fighters, or working on King of Fighters 14.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me very sad.
The bad one. So yeah, no, that I retract Jason's statement for him as
Saints Row 4.
Okay, one good thing. As a man,
they've produced other content that was good, but stuff they put their hands to, it makes me feel kind of weird.
As a man who speaks exclusively for Jason,
are you my Paul Heyman?
I rescind Jason's statements about Deep Silver having done anything good, minus Saints Row 4, who I'm looking at right now. You sweet, sweet summer child.
Thanks, Adam.
That's not an Adam reference. That just
it feels like it.
No, that's this. You sweet summer child, I think, is a Game of Thrones reference.
Oh, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
But with
now
that,
now everyone unsubscribes from our channel.
Yeah, I've never watched it either. Sarah wants me to, and we may do that once we move and have time for our lives again.
Just never get attached to characters.
I want to take a quick couple of minutes just to fill everyone in with what's been going on with me, because I haven't been on the stream or anything like that. I'm actually getting ready for a move. I live in like small town Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Marines.
Yeah, it's kind of a shithole. But I grew up here. It's my shithole.
Yeah, me too.
This is in fact my swamp. So I'm leaving and I'm going away. I'm moving to Manassas.
I will still be here for a while.
I'm gonna go back to school. I'm going to get my life back on track. And I'm still going to be very much involved with the channel. I'm working 3 jobs right now, and so time for streaming and editing YouTube content and everything like that
almost non-existent.
Yeah, so
like
between my music schedule and my editing for MMO Huts and my editing for the YouTube channel, I don't really have time to be on the stream because I
haven't really pushed it because like our videos, like we're behind on a lot of things. And I totally get that you're working 1,000,000 hours in a 24-hour day.
And there's not enough time to get everything done.
And I'm really glad our audience is so understanding.
Yeah, and once I move, we're going to have things, like I'm going to have a lot more free time because I'm just going to be going to school and working for MMO Huts. So I'm not going to have to answer to the retail machine anymore.
To electronics retailer redacted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think we've already fucking said I leave the company in like 2 weeks.
He works for Best Buy.
On July 17th, I'm leaving with the Best Buy championship, and there's nothing they can do about it. I'm going to. Maybe I'll go defend it at Circuit City.
Maybe you'll defend it at Walmart.
or I can go defend it at Staples or Ring of Honor. I don't know. I kind of lost the logic here.
I wish we had a friend who worked at Walmart so we could say hi and break the fourth wall, sort of like CM Punk did.
Yeah.
Hi, Colt.
Except I was really happy because for a second I thought he was talking to me. And then I remembered that his best friend Colt Cabana has an amazing name because we're both named Colton. And I'm actually a Colt Cabana fan.
He's very funny. He's very talented.
He just recently re-debuted in Ring of Honor.
I did hear that because I think he wrestled like Kenny Omega or something.
Yeah, and then he got jumped or his match got interrupted by
Bullet Club.
Yep, and Adam Cole joined the Bullet Club. I understand that we're back to wrestling again. We're full circle now.
We have come full circle.
But that's the state of the Colton address. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Like, that's what's going on in my life.
We will have more content up soon. Don't worry.
Jason and I are going to be recording this week, so we're going to have some new episodes of Earthbound. We're going back to Earthbound. I'm yawning. Not because I'm disinterested in Earthbound, but because I'm a tired, sad man.
Yep.
We're going back to Earthbound. We're going back to
Mario RPG,
Soul Silver. We're gonna play more of.
We're gonna finish Super Metroid.
We may actually finish Double Dragon Neon before we leave.
Because we only have a couple stages to go, and I know a lot of people have been clamoring for more Double Dragon Neon. Jesus Christ, why?
I wish I could tell you. In the meantime, that's what's going on with us. This has been the first episode of literally the worst podcast ever. Thanks for tuning in. This podcast is going to be likely hosted on our YouTube channel, possibly on MMOHuts.com.
I do believe Darren confirmed it will be on MMO Huts and on RPG.
Wherever you found it, we hope that you will follow us on that medium, and we will see you next time